Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle a card from the Prisma Visions Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And before I get to your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So I feel like I'm getting something here about a gun. I'm not sure what that means for someone, so if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. I also saw signs about your strength and the light energy. I feel like there's something here about darkness and the light. Black and white might be significant colors or shades, however you look at it. But let's see what your first card is. Okay, so you have the Page of Wands in reverse. So it does seem like this reading will be centered around your inner child. And I feel like there's also something here about repurposing your passionate or frustrated energy or sadness, whatever. Like, I just in general, I feel like there's something here about strong negative feelings, the best way I can describe it, and how you can turn that into strong positive feelings. I definitely feel there's something here about transmuting the darkness within you into more light. There's already light that exists within you, but I feel like there's more darkness than light, and there needs to be more balance by transmuting at least some of that darkness, if that makes sense. Healing could definitely be significant here, focusing on your mental health, finding closure with something mentally, emotionally, maybe spiritually. I feel like this is another way of saying you could repurpose your spiritual energy, what you use your energy for. I feel like you're really being called to be more mindful of what you're investing in, and I just saw 3, 2, 1. So trust that you're being called to be mindful of your investments for a reason. I feel like there could be something here about being your own worst enemy, and I just saw 3, 3, 3. So you're definitely being encouraged by the universe and your spirit guides to grow and to evolve and to give yourself what you deserve. I just saw 3, 4, 5. So I feel like the universe and your spirit guides are really asking you to trust that everything happens for a reason, to have more trust in where you're at in life. I just think there needs to be a change in perspective of how can I use this situation to empower me rather than destroy me, whatever challenging situation or challenging situations are in your life. There could be, that's actually interesting because the strength energy did come through, so I feel like whatever you're being called to heal from is really going to help you embrace your full strength, because you're already strong. You just need to learn to embrace that strength in a way that works for you rather than against you. You have to be willing to work for yourself, not against yourself. And I just saw 4, 4, 4. So the number 4 could definitely be very significant. If someone here struggles with holding a job, I feel like there's something here about, let me think for a second. Oh, like seeing, like instead of seeing it as working for a company, see it as working for yourself. Make money for you. So that could definitely maybe help somebody in some way. Just only take it if it resonates or if it's helpful. But next I'm going to move on to this deck of cards that I got from a bigger box of cards that I have. We're just going to look deeper into this inner child energy and repurposing. I just felt your strength. So that's definitely another way to look at it. 5, 4, 3. I just saw that number, so trust that everything happens for a reason. Again. But the first card we have is somewhat, and I'm right at the clock. I'm seeing 5, 5, 5. So I definitely feel there's something somewhat about an energy of change or transformation. I'm going to get another card to clarify. It says, expect the worst, save yourself from disappointment. We have the number 16, and that comes down to the number 7. The universe really wants you to know that the more that you invest in yourself mentally and emotionally, the more that you are able to receive from the universe. And I also feel something here about really strengthening your relationship with the universe and your faith. It's hard to pinpoint what this somewhat energy is about. Maybe there's somewhat of a change here. Maybe there's a change here that isn't as big as it may seem. Or your healing is somewhat about learning to embrace change and expect the worst, save yourself from disappointment. Sometimes I like to tell myself expect the worst, but hope for the best, because it kind of like the pessimism and the optimism like cancel each other out, and it really helps me have a neutral feeling about the outcomes of my life, and maybe that could be helpful for someone. I'm going to go ahead and get you your last card. We have the number 65 with find happiness on your own within your soul. I feel like there's really something here about, I think there's a vacuum on in the background, so there could be something significant about a vacuum. I'm kind of getting like a mystical cosmic energy from that. But the number 65, that comes down to 11 and ultimately down to the number 2. So finding balance in your life. There's definitely something here about balancing out the pessimism with more optimism, or the optimism with more pessimism. Whoever's watching this, you're either too optimistic or too pessimistic, or maybe both. And I'm feeling like temperance kind of energy. You need to temper the light and the dark within you. I feel a strong sense here of finding balance. Libra might be significant. I'm feeling the energy of justice, and I also got the imagery of a balance scale. So whoever this reading is for, this is definitely a reading about finding balance through finding peace. That's what finding happiness on your own is about. I feel like there's something here that you really, really need to find closure with, that will really help you embrace your strength more and your courage. That doesn't have to resonate for everybody. Let me see if there's... Okay, I think maybe for the last message, it's like about your inner child. You may not have had a fair chance to learn how to have more realistic expectations in life. Like, there's like something here about completely shutting out the darkness and only embracing the light. That's what we do when we're kids, and then as we get older, we get exposed to more darkness, and you know, it kind of takes our light away a little bit, but not like in a bad way, in a way that really helps us see things more clearly. I really think that the universe and your spirit guides want you to have a more realistic expectations on yourself and just in life in general, and somehow that will give you a more sense of direction or sense of purpose in life, if that's what you're looking for. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really, really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.